So that's the end starting. Okay. Yeah, so viewers welcome. Okay. Yeah, so viewers welcome to this particular channel. Today we are discussing a very interesting topic on AI. So our topic for debate is, should AI be banned? Should AI be banned in education? So I'm joined by my colleagues here, um, Nanaya, Gazi, Patience, and Emmanuel. So we are, as I said earlier on, we are discussing a very important topic in education. And our topic is, should AI be banned in education? So first of all, we are asking, what is AI? Because it seems that people, especially those who are not in education, are not aware of the existence of this particular thing. So we are asking, what is AI, or what is AI in the context of education? So I pose this question to my friend, my colleague here, Patience. That what is AI to you? What is AI? Sorry, Emmanuel.
Oh, okay. So, what I would say about AI is that when we talk about AI basically refers to the simulation of human intelligence. That is AI. So, this enables machines to perform tasks that typically require human to perform. Yeah, basically that is what AI is about. Yeah, so there are algorithms that has been designed in such a way that it can perform the work or the job that required humans to do. So basically, that is what I can say about AI.
Thank you, Ima, for this particular explanation. So we are still on the meaning of AI. So as I said earlier on, we have so many people who are not aware of the existence of AI. So when we say AI, artificial intelligence, what is it at all? Patient.
Okay, to me, I think AI is computer systems that are designed to aid student learning, and mostly they act or they present information in a way that students can easily understand, or the person that is doing the research can easily understand. Sometimes it gives out images. It can also help in problem solving and understanding of context.
Thank you, Patient, for this particular um, explanation that I've given concerning what AI is. Now let me go to my friend here, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, when you say AI, what is it at all?
Thank you for giving me the platform. And to me, I will sit a bit to the computer science aspect. I think AI is just a field in the computer science and is focused on just creating machine learning and other systems. And these systems are supposed to perform tasks for us, and that task should typically require human intelligence as they work. So upon everything, upon the kind of machines and the system the AI can generate for us, we still need human intelligence to back these activities of the AI. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this particular contribution that I've given concerning what AI is, whether in the context of education or computer science. Now you see that many people now a days I've been talking about AI. When I'm giving homework, I will not worry myself going to bother my mind. I'll just use AI to solve and bring the solution. So we are asking, what are your thoughts on the current use of AI in education? So our question is specifically on education. I asked earlier on that many people, even university students, whenever they are given assignments, they will go and use AI to solve. So we are asking, what are your thoughts on the current use of AI in education at any level, whether university or at the senior high school level? So this one goes to Nanayao.
Okay. So what I would say is, I always say that the world we knew yesterday isn't the same as we are seeing this era of technological advancement. And for sure, AI has come to stay, whether we like it or not. And considering the thoughts, I would talk on both sides. So AI presents both a negative and then the positive aspect, right? As it brings forth advantages as well as disadvantages. Yeah, because for me, we all have been using AI, providing instant feedback, personalized learning. So I think it's good. But one thing that I would say is that no specific guidelines has been provided as far as AI usage is concerned. And for that matter, most students um, overly rely on it. Do we get it? Yeah, and um, if you overly rely on AI, there is a possibility that your problem solving skills, critical thinking abilities may be weakened or undermined. But I think AI is cool. Yeah, that is what I can say about the current use of AI in education.
Thank you very much, Nana, for this particular contribution. So, my next question about what you said goes to you again. So, if I'm a teacher or a facilitator, how do I know that this particular presentation is from AI? How will I know this? Do AI has a specific way of presenting its information that as a facilitator, if I want to detect that my students have been using AI consistently for their assignment, how will I know AI presentation as compared to humans too?
Oh, okay, thank you very much. What I would say is AI is um, let me say AI works with algorithm. So there is a sequence and a way in which AI present who uses AI. It is very easy to notice. Even the normal apostrophe that we enter when using Microsoft Word differs from what AI provides. The quotation marks, they all differs. And AI generated text sounds more like robotic. You see, there's a difference between how human talk and how AI also give it responses. So AI responses sounds robotic, and the kind of words that AI uses to will let you know the use of exclamation marks. And one funny thing for some students, what the AI will generate for them, that is exactly what they will copy, paste, and then send it to their facilitators for marks. And in that case, it will be very easy for you to be caught. And now we have so many AI detecting tools. So as a facilitator, I mean, that is what I do. When you bring your work, what I do is that I can just scan the first page or the first two pages with my phone and then use an AI detecting tool to check. So if you cannot and detect AI generated content by just observing what has been presented to you, you can just use AI detecting tools to check. Yeah, so that is what I can say.
Thank you very much, Nanaya Ogazi. Now, I'm now going to email for this particular. It's very interesting as to how students have been consistently be using it, the excessive way that they are using it. So, is there a way out for students to understand the correct use of AI? So, we are still on the question on what are your thoughts on the current use of AI in education. So, this one goes to Ima.
Thank you again. I think AI actually has come to existence and is just there for our good. I always say AI should not be like a chronic disease in an education system. It should rather be an everlasting solution to the education system. But the people have the, especially students, they have the perception that AI is good in general. AI is good in general, but there is an iota of hindrance in this perception that they are holding that AI is good in general. Students, its solution to students. You and I agree that it is generated and everything is perfect. And this is where the weakness come. This is where the hindrance would come. We are saying education is full of experiences. For a student to be educated, the student must go through many what experiences, many learning what experiences. In learning, you have to encounter difficulties, mistakes, confusion, struggles, and all this form part of your learning process, which will help you learn and grow your intelligence more. But AI try to cut off all this part of your experiences and just give you a shortcut to your solution, which means that learning experiences that you think you are having is not real. Are you getting it? The better learning experience is what you have learned, you have struggled to understand something, you are making mistakes, errors, and you're being corrected in the class. They are all not parts of what AI does for you. What it does is it will just remove that part for you and everything will be simple. So in that case, you have no learning experience. Are you getting it? So I would say, though we AI has come to like it should be an everlasting solution to our education system, it is still hindering our learning experiences, right? So that would be my point over here.
Thank you, Ima, for this particular contribution concerning this question. We are still on the question, what are your thoughts on the current use of AI? So I'm now going to my colleague Kwikuapia to share his view on the current use of AI by students in education.
Okay, so good evening once again. So we all understand AI, which is artificial intelligence, and for the past 3 years, we have seen people using it a lot, especially in education. Now, when we talk about the current use of AI, first of all, we have to understand how the AI came about. In the olden days, we used to say that human beings were smarter than computers, but it turns out that the reason why human beings were smarter than computers is because human beings were able to learn. And so when the advent of machine learning came into being, where machines were now able to learn, we realized that machine also got its own intelligence, which is termed as artificial intelligence. Now, the current use of AI in education is teachers concerned about students not doing assignments or projects themselves, which means that the students are not taking responsibilities of their own learning, but rather giving or outsourcing what they are supposed to do to AI. the issue that this brings is that you have functional literacy where students, although taught the topics or have taken the courses, but may not know the details of what they have taken because they give all the practicals or projects to AI to solve, which um, create a deficit in knowledge in their own minds. So the current use again is that teachers are concerned and students are happy to use this AI, which helps them increase their productivity and also decrease their burden. So that is the current use.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kikwapia. Now, my second point, this is a very, very provoking question, is do you think AI could replace human teachers in the future? This is a very, very interesting question. Do you think that AI could replace human teachers in the future? This one goes to Nana Amufa. Do you think AI could replace human teachers in the near future?
Good evening, guys. You can't hear. All right, sorry. Good evening, guys. Thank you, Razak. I don't think AI can replace human teachers in the future because the experiences we the teachers go to the class to give to the students. Though when you go to the AI and seek for these assistants, they can give you the best, but it wouldn't be all. Sometimes you would have to come and add it up. So they can't replace us. No matter what they try to do, they can't replace us. Thank you very much.
Patient, what do you say about this? Could do you think AI in the near future could replace human teachers?
Okay, to me, AI can never replace teachers because AI cannot serve as a mentor to inspire and also to nurture students' emotions. You go to class, a student is down, you have to give the person some form of encouragement to show some form of sympathy. AI can never do that. So to me, AI can never replace teachers.
What do you say about this, Nana? Nana, what do you say about this particular provoking question? Could AI replace human teachers in the near future?
Okay, so to add up to what my friends um, have just put forth, AI cannot replace human teachers because there is an aspect of teaching, the affective domain side, which deals with emotions. As a teacher, even if when you are delivering some content to a student, by just looking at their face, you can determine whether if indeed what you are teaching the students, they are getting that understanding or not. And AI cannot do this. By just looking at a student face, and then you know that, oh, I think what I'm teaching the students, maybe I should use a different approach or this. And let's not forget that AI is being programmed, and AI will only respond based on what you feed it with. So if it has been designed in such a way that it cannot detect human emotions and all those things, which are very vital in the teaching field, then clearly it means that AI cannot replace human teachers, although they are there to assist, but not to replace teachers in such a way that you will not be having human teachers in the class and then everything will be artificial intelligence. Yeah, like I don't think AI can replace human teachers. Yeah, I think Kwaku has something to say.
Okay, so for the question, AI will AI replace human teachers in the near future? The keyword here is the near future, which nobody knows what will happen. As I said earlier, it was believed that human beings were smarter than computers. But I can tell you for a fact that if you're not a PhD holder, like you should stand well. You understand? with the issue of will AI replace human teachers, I think that in the nearest future, about 10 or 15 years, AI can be able to perform most of the things that teachers do, which is the teaching. Now, the question will be that will it be adequate? That's where teachers will now switch to facilitators. We have already discussed this in educational courses that teachers are now even not the center of the learning. It is the students, and that teachers are even facilitators already without AI. So in the near future, I believe that AI can be able to do some of the things that teachers do and do it more. I think a large percentage of that, and that teachers will now serve as only facilitators. The reason why I'm saying that is that we shouldn't limit AI to only the ChatGPT and the generative AI that we see. In fact, with Elon Musk's recent technology, which is Gen 2, we realize that it can read your facial expressions and detect whether you are sad, you are happy, or you are angry. It can be able to do all these things because it has been fed with this kind of information. So if AI have cameras and everything that can be able to detect emotions to some extent, and our students' learning can also be personalized, where if you have difficulties in, let's say, algebra, the AI can be able to look at the trends and be able to figure it out whether you need maybe more lessons on algebra. I think that it will be able to do great jobs more than what teachers will do. So teachers should prepare that they will now switch more into the facilitation role.
Yes, thank you, my friend. This question goes to Emmanuel. So, is there any potential long-term implication of relying excessively on artificial intelligence in education? Is there any potential long-term implication as a student who rely excessively on artificial intelligence?
Thank you again. To rely excessively on artificial intelligence is a negative thing. Before I even answer the question, relying excessively on it's just like we having a brain drain. In this context, we are going to get brain drain intellectually. If you are relying on it, meaning you don't want to use in your personal life, you don't want any development to just take place. And as my brother just said, in the near future that we don't know what is going to happen, if we don't take care and learn more about technology, then this thing can come and replace us because you are relying on it to do everything. Even something that you have to think personally, then do it. You still want this AI to do it for you, right? So that you will just sit at your comfort zone, then just take whatever the AI has given you, then you do it. Meaning you are not going to intellectual and everything like you are going to be weak. It will hinder your human development process. So I think it will have a great negative impact just relying on the AI in our daily activities. Thank you.
Do you think relying excessively on AI has any long-term implication as a student?
With regards to students, once you are relying on it, probably you're going to be a lazy student and you can't think critically, you can't think well. Because once you know that there is a certain medium where if I feed it with this information, it's probably going to give me this feedback. Why do I have to stress myself to think critically? I'll just go online, Google whatever I want, and feed it with it. Yeah, I want you to do this for me. And once I can get what I want, I'll be limited to thinking. I wouldn't think as I'm expected of a student. And also, the kind of students we are going to produce after school, they can't do excessively without AI. Though technology is with us and we use technology in most of our doings, but relying solely on AI will make us so numb and we are going to always be weak in our fields. I always use myself as an example. With the work I do now, sometimes you can just go online, look at people's work, and do a prototype of them. But aside those works, can you also do your own architectural drawings without looking at what they have provided? Sometimes you find it very difficult. So you look at what they are doing and you try to make changes to it. And it's making us suffer. Because after doing those works, you always have to make sure that you are doing the structures regarding that actual work. And you always find difficulties in doing them. These days, students would always want to go online, type LaTeX commands, and AI will generate it for them. When they bring it back to LaTeX, they can't even make changes to it. They can't edit. Once they know that the AI can provide them with the LaTeX, they are good. They will just copy everything, bring it to the LaTeX, and try and run it. Sometimes with the Beamer, some will be left out and you can't do it. I think when we rely solely on it, we are going to face a huge problem, which will make our students think less. Thank you very much.
I want to get on what I said initially. I told you students have the perception that whatever AI gives to them is just perfect. Even though the output will be wrong, they might not know. But the way the algorithm, as Gazi was saying, the process, the algorithm they follow to generate all these answers, you just see it as perfect. And that is where the weakness is. Learning should come from experiences. Learning should come from experiences. You do mistakes, errors, you have been corrected, you struggle, some cry, and all these things. Right? So if you are not having these experiences, how do you tell me that you have learned? If you are not facing problems, challenges, you are not making errors and being corrected, how do you tell me that you are being you've learned? That is not possible. So we shouldn't rely. I advise students not to rely on this AI. It can only facilitate your learning if you know what you are doing. As Amufa said, if you know how to type LaTeX, it will just generate the code for you. You edit it. You don't know how to type it, you don't know how to code it, then you just let it go. You copy the whole error in your this, and then it will generate it to give you error. Meanwhile, the thing that it has given to you is correct. It's up to you to just edit it. You are lacking that knowledge. That is laziness. So relying solely on AI is not a good thing. It is never and can never be a good thing. Thank you.
So, from all the suggestions given, it seems AI cannot be banned in education. So, what was your final word? What do you think that should be the efficient way of using AI in education? Because nowadays you can't restrict students from using AI to present solutions. So, if I should ask your final words on the best way to use AI, what would you say? This goes to patient. What are your final words for students who? Okay, so Kweku Appiah, so what would be the final word you would like to give to students, because AI cannot be restricted from students. So what will you say to students to be able to efficiently use AI?
Okay, so since AI cannot be banned, it is a technology that we have to embrace. The issue is that the AI came as a result of computers learning on their own. So when it comes to education, education is a place where you are educated, where you are supposed to learn, right? So some of us, we were privileged that AI came when we were in the final or latter part of our education. That time we have already developed some of the thinking that we had. So using the AI didn't really affect us much. But if you're a student, you are level 100, level 200, level 300, level 400, this is the time for you to learn. And AI should only be used when you understand what you are doing. You can do it on your own, but you want to increase productivity. So I believe that AI is for productivity. For me, instance, there are so many things that I know how to do already, but AI helps me to be able to do it better. Because I know how to do it already, I know how to scrutinize it. Like when AI give me the feedback, I know how to scrutinize it. I know how to engineer the prompt. I know how to ask the right questions. Because if you have not learned it yourself, how can you even ask the right questions? How can you make the right changes? How can you personalize it after it's done? How can you personalize it to suit your maybe the result that you want? So I believe that if you're in education, focus on education, learn, just like the machine is learning itself. And then when you are done, it should help you to increase your productivity. That's my submission.
All right, thank you. To add up to my friends, as a remark, and initially I said this thing has come to stay. There's no way to leave the unit. It has come to stay, and we shouldn't take it. We should not make it as though a chronic disease that is going to cause problems in our education system, but I should rather see it as an evaluation solution to the educational system. And The only thing I think we can do to make sure AI is used in the proper place is just conducting a massive education on it, AI and its uses, AI and how it's been used, right? If I think we should go to the extent of even uh, fixing it in our curriculum, right? Because this is going to be there, and students will still use it no matter what. No matter what will happen, students will use it. You give them homework, assign everything project, they will go use it and do their work, then come for marking. So the best way, in my view, I think we can even add it to our curriculum as AI courses, so that we will teach them how to use it in the proper way, for them not to rely on it, right? We have to just the education about this AI should be intense. The ethics about it, everything should be intense. Targeting students, right? Targeting what student, how to use it in the proper way, so that it will not end up them relying on it to do their own thing, because this thing has come to stay. Thank you.
So I will take a final word from Nana Amufa. Then I'll ask my viewers to ask one or two questions. Then we bring the discussion to a close.
All right, thank you. On my part, I would say AI should be inculcated in our education system, but for students who only know the concepts that they are dealing with. You can't tell me you are going to Google and use AI for certain contexts where you have no idea about. All right. And if I wouldn't lie to you, now e-learning has come to stay with us. And last 2 years, the best article about e-learning that we encountered was about AI. That was the best. I think it was having just three sheets in all. 3 sheets. And that was the best article. So if you make good use of this I think we can have a better education system. But then we should have restrictions. If you have no idea about what you're doing, don't just use AI to type for us. So on the part of the teachers, when these students bring you their work, try to make sure that they understand what they are doing and they can defend it. Sometimes they'll just use AI, Google it, and bring us the final results. When you ask them to defend, they can't defend the work that they've done. So whilst we are inculcating these into our education system, we should also make sure that the people who are using it are quite efficient and they can give us a better work solutions. If without this AI, they can also give us a good work effort. Thank you.
So would Nanaya like to add some to the final words here? So viewers, let's hear your questions. We want to hear your questions. What do you suggest, or what do you think concerning particular discussion? You can type your question here. So some patient is asking, AI has come to stay. Yes, AI has come to stay. Then why is it that its answers are not accepted in the educational system? Wow. Patient is asking, AI has come to stay. Then why is it that its answers are not accepted in the educational system?
AI's answers are not accepted because students don't actually do anything at all and they just Google. In the education system, you can't just print an AI work for us. What if I let an AI solve a question for me and I author the solutions? I make changes to it. How will you know?
Not necessarily like you just copying the AI answers and just do. Bear in mind, we also have humanizers and those things. Now I can copy the thing. AI gives a format, okay, how the thing should look like from the introduction down to its conclusion. So now when I get that format, then and I change some of the words and add my more like a human touch to it. Why is it that sample or that answer will not be accepted?
Why would it not be accepted? Why would it not be? That's the question. How will he get to know that this is an AI work? That is what I said. How will he get to know this is an AI content? It means you copied the entire thing. You didn't change anything at all. You changed some. See, AI follows an listen. AI follows an algorithm. So it works with that algorithm. Once it knows that patient starts from this to that. If you give this word to anything, it will figure that there is an AI generated content. But we have how humans we text. Sometimes we use certain things like there, like is the those things should be included in the work so they wouldn't get to know. You don't just let AI solve the work, then you copy the whole thing and you bring it to us. No, you sit, you read. Let it be a prototype, a sample. Look at the sample. When we came to school, some of the content that we were teaching, we were not getting it. We go online, see the same thing, learn it. When we were doing web technology, most of the work they submitted, these people, their group, most of the work they submitted, it was a copied work. People's work, this boy, most of their work, it was a copied work. We got to know it was a copied work because they didn't change certain things. I copied someone's work, I changed the whole thing. They didn't get to know. So sometimes when the AI gives you the answer, you sit, you read through the answers that they give you. Is it even in line with what you are doing? Because sometimes there can be mistakes and students wouldn't even recognize those mistakes. And they'll copy the whole thing and bring it to you. When they are making changes, they look at the relevant ones, they think it is important, they change them and they leave the rest that way. Every lecturer will get to know that no, with this you didn't do it yourself. Because of how the work has been arranged. You want to add up?
Yeah. For this issue of teachers and lecturers rejecting student work because they think it's from AI, I think I was standing in between. At times I will say that it's wrong to do that, and at times I can say that it's right to do that. I just said this thing has come to stay. No matter what, student will use it. Student will, no matter what use it. If you don't want, and how are you going to stop it? How would you stop it? You gave me 1+1, and even now those who have used AI for long, even if they produce an answer without AI, you think it is AI. Like myself, you can ask me a question, the way I will answer it, you think it's from AI. It's not that because I've used AI for a long time. At times, I reason just like whatever answer I give is just perfect. So if you are saying students have used AI because you are canceling, then in that sense, I don't agree. I do not agree. People learn and learn well. Once we are saying students are abusing the use of AI, other students are also using it properly. Right? So if a student is good in using the AI properly to learn, not to just to do any copy work against, to learn, that same student can produce an answer for you that you think is from AI. Meanwhile, it's from the student own intelligence. So I think there should be a critical look at how student work are being rejected because lecturers and teachers think they are what from AI. We should take a critical look at that. That's my stand.
Okay, so the little I add is that if you ask me that why, if AI has come to stay, why teachers don't accept the solutions or answers from AI? You see, first of all, like when you come to college or in education, you get exposed to a lot of problems, what people have done. So we have a lot of school of thoughts, even when we're doing psychology, right? So you learn all these people, what these people have already done. Then you add your own, like what we call a gap, right? So as a student, the first thing that you're supposed to do is that create your own genuine works. That is what how critical thinking is being brought about, because the AI can now be able to think critically. That's why we have this Glock and DeepSeek. It will tell you that reasoning, right? So as a human being, you are also first supposed to learn how to create your own genuine work by reasoning. You have to reason yourself. It is when you have learned how to say that AI should be added as a curriculum, which is also good, right? And now, and it will depend on the curriculum. You should learn how to reason first, and you shouldn't be relying on solutions from AI and be sending them to your teachers, right? So that's the thing. It will help you yourself. just as the Lord said, He said, I'm the Lord your God who teaches to benefit you. You have to learn to get benefit so that you can apply the AI later.
All right. Thank you very, very much, all my panelists, for this particular great contribution on this particular interesting debate. Thank you, my viewers, too. Thank you, my listeners, for such a great time that you have had for us. We will meet you again on this particular channel. Thank you and have a nice day.